So you mentioned that we have missed a few fossils. One of the areas of debate, and a lot of people use this as an example of evolution is wrong,
Mhm.
is the missing link,
Oh yeah,
right?
I love this.
So what is the missing link, and what do you think? Why does it exist?
People say like most instead of a missing link, we can actually say a transitional fossil. So we know that there were primitive fish-like ancestors that left the sea, the water, and they went to the land, the early tetrapods. So the fins were repurposed as legs or limbs, so they can actually survive in the land. And their swim bladders or gills were repurposed into lungs, so they actually breathe oxygen on the land. So here in this case, like they found a missing link called tiktaalik. So tiktaalik served as a missing link between um, the terrestrial tetrapods and the sea ones. So we can actually say this is one. But the thing is, like when you say a transitional fossil or a missing link, it's kind of really tough. So for example, imagine I take this one and I take this one. So there is going to be one missing link over here. There can also be another missing link in between these two. So there can be another missing link between these. So I can actually add infinite number of generations in between. So a missing, when you say missing link, it is kind of wrong to say every an individual animal is a missing link. So sometimes evolution happens within millions of years. Sometimes it takes a very long time. It takes 10 or 20 million years. Sometimes it happens within few thousand years. We evolved lactose tolerance 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. Before that one, we couldn't digest milk. So so it's totally wrong to say when people say like show me the missing link. Well, I can actually show any fossil and that's a missing link. So it's more like there can be multiple infinite number of points between two dots, and anything can be a missing link. I can choose one here. I can choose one here. That's a missing link. That's a missing link. So every single animal, every single individual, every fossil is in a way is a missing link.
The main argument they use is for Homo sapiens, where I think there is a few transitional fossils that are missing between from apes to final Homo sapiens. So is that something you've looked into, or it's just like conspiracy theory?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I mean, like the thing is, like that's one amazing thing is like we know more about animals that lived millions of years ago. We can actually pick one dinosaur and say this evolved into this. But the thing is, like when it comes to human evolution, the thing is like the tree gets shaken every now and then, every year. So, for example, we've been digging only for the past 100 years, like very recently. We keep finding new fossil hominids every year. For example, a couple of years ago, we found Homo luzuensis in Luzon island in Philippines. Before that one, we found Homo naledi. So if you happen to draw a chart 10 years ago, you will not include all these ones. I mean, like the thing is like until recently, like at least 5-6 years ago, we thought the earliest Homo sapiens, anatomically modern Homo sapiens, are 200,000 years old based on the Homo specimen in Ethiopia. Now we found fossils in Israel and Morocco, Jebel Iruz and other places that had pushed it to 350,000 years ago. So we keep finding more fossils. The more fossil, the definition, the resolution becomes good. So as of now, if you ask me, if we are looking at human evolution in a 720p pixel, and the more fossils that we find, we can upgrade it to a high definition one. So when we say missing link, it is somewhere over there and waiting to be found. We just haven't found it. But when we found it, it's more like a missing piece of puzzle. We just need time.